It's Toma time! What is going on, guys? Toma Tales here, and I am back with another video where I try to motivate and guide young people such as myself in life situations where you might not know what to do, or they just might be challenging, you don't know how to face them. So what I'm going to be talking about today is very relevant to a situation that happened to myself and one of my best friends, and it deals with women and dating, in terms of, like, for young people dating women at such a young age, when we live in a society where women are just so promiscuous, so scandalous, and it's hard for men and women to just be in a monogamous relationship without cheating. And if you watch some of my other videos, you'll know that my stance on dating when you're young is very, like, I've said relationships are greatness blockers, especially for people that are my age, early teens, late teens. It's, you can't create your future when you have to always depend and worry about the other person in the relationship, what they need, what they want. And yeah, so let's tie this into an experience I had a couple of weeks ago. I'd say 2.5 weeks ago. My friend and I, we traveled to Europe together, and my friend had been talking to this girl for a long period of time, 6 months or so, and they were going to meet up, for the first time, and essentially take the relationship to the next level, be serious about each other. And now in this situation, I'm just a friend, I'm just his friend. I don't know the girl. We've talked like maybe once or twice on the phone all together of us, but I have no intentions of anything. Like, I don't, my friend put in a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of energy into talking to this girl every day, and I don't do that. And so I was just a third person. When we saw this girl, I was just gonna let their relationship unfold and see what happens. Now now, as you know, women our age, it's hard for them to not cheat, to not do something that will affect the man, and that's exactly what happened. And it really just reiterates what I've been saying. If you've watched another one of my videos, I said, if you have a friend and he sleeps with your girl, that is the best thing your friend can ever do to you. And a lot of guys, I'm going to call you guys sensitive guys, I'm going to call you guys weak men. You weak men will get mad at your boy or a friend if he sleeps with your girl, and you just look stupid, you look dumb, because you should really thank your friend and realize that he's probably a real ass friend if he sleeps with your girl, because it won't let you go back to the girl. Now let's tie it into my situation, our situation. Now, it was the first time they met. We were in Munich. We were all just hanging out, and we were set to go to the club. It was the girl that he'd been talking to, like, that she'd been telling him she loves him. She'd been telling him she wants more than a friendship. She'd been telling him, like, she wants to take it serious, and this was, like, their coming out moment as a relationship. And so, everything had been going fine. They'd been, like, talking, and they got along very well. We all got along very well. But we did go to the club. The girl and I, we ended up drinking. One of my best friends, he doesn't drink, so he was just really taking care of her, and went to the club, and they were doing their own thing, just always, dancing with each other, and I was doing my own thing, dancing in the crowd. And we had gotten back home, and long story short, they were in the room doing their thing. I had no idea what they were doing. I was in the living room on the couch, like literally right next door, just on the phone with someone, and I had no idea what they're doing, whatever. I wasn't worried about it, but essentially, she comes out of the room, and right after sleeping with my boy, she sleeps with me and cheats on him. Literally 10 minutes after. Just gets done fucking him, comes out of the room, ends up fucking me. And you guys might be looking at me like, damn, you're a fucking asshole, but I'm not. And the development that we've been through, like my boy and I, like he caught us, like he like literally we did what we did. She tried to go back in his room, and he listened to the whole thing, and he knew that, you know, it was coming from a good place from me, that this girl was tested, and we both, my boy and I, knew months before that she's gonna be tested with me, that, you know, all she can say, all she wants, I love him, I just want to be with you. But I am a good looking guy, we all know that, and so we knew that eventually she will be tested on this trip. Her loyalty to my friend will be tested, and she failed so bad. 5 minutes after just sleeping with him, and they were supposed to cuddle after, she goes to the bathroom and sleeps with me, and she failed. And now this girl is on her knees, crying, begging for his forgiveness, begging, literally cried all day long just to, like, you know, get his attention, just to say how sorry she is, that she loves him so much. She was scared, she felt powerless after she slept with him, that she had nothing else to offer, and so she slept with me. And it has really, you know, evolved to a really eye-opening situation that you guys need to be aware of, to where this girl, you know, we left, she lives in Austria, so she's still over there, but we left, and this girl is literally bought my friend a $1,000 ticket to be with him so he can visit her and see her, because she loves him so much. And you know, now would you guys accept this apology in the form of money? Would you accept that she just let both of us raw dog her in the same night, even though she confessed her love, even though they spent all night at the club, you know, really just talking about their future and how much they really like each other, and then she sleeps with me? Now, obviously, alcohol was involved, but is that enough of an excuse for you guys? We didn't just sleep right away with each other. We talked for like an hour and a half after she came out of the room, and then we, you know, did it. So it's like, what do you guys think about that? Do you think her, I mean, she's rich, her family's rich. Do you think her paying $1,000 for him to go back because she, you know, still loves him, she wants him? I mean, this girl has a lot of issues. She's beautiful, but she has a lot of mental issues, and her love is out of trying to fix my friend, not out of loving him. And it just shows that women can say anything they want. Like, this girl literally cried all day. I'm not exaggerating. She could have taken the next bus home, you know, to Vienna, which was 6 hours. She took a train 6 hours just to see us, mostly my friend. And she could have done that when we kicked her out of the house the next day, because obviously my friend's like, you just slept with my boy, get your ass out. But she cried all day, stayed in the streets, and eventually at night, you know, he let her back in and they spent the night, but she slept next to his bed because he wasn't having it, you know. Because this girl literally just got done telling him how much she loved him, you know, how much she cares for him, that she wants to eventually maybe even marry him, all this crazy ass shit. And 10 minutes after saying that, she sleeps with me. And it's just like, it just really shows you how women are these days, especially younger women, and why you guys need to really pay attention who you're dating. Now guys, imagine, this is what ties into my beliefs, imagine I didn't sleep with her that night and we just had that talk, and I know I could have fucked her, I know I could have slept with her, I could, you know, I could sense how horny she was by just us talking and, you know, us cuddling a little bit. Now imagine I was the good friend, and I was like, nah bro, my boy, that's my boy, I'm not gonna fuck you. Now what would have happened? What would have happened is, obviously, she would have fucked me, but my friend wouldn't know that. My friend would be like, maybe she wouldn't have, maybe she was just in the moment, maybe she was just horny, she would have never done that, you know. Or also he would have, now what's, he tells me this, the biggest reason why he can't get back with her, like, he likes this girl a lot, he really likes her, he would have fell for her in an instant if I didn't sleep with her. And so that's why I'm saying sleeping with someone and letting them cheat is the best thing for your friend, because he can't go back now. He can't be a simp, he can't spin the block around and go back with her knowing what she would have done. Because if I didn't cheat with her, he was listening to everything. He heard every moan, every groan, every movement. If he didn't have those memories inside of his head, he would go right back to this whore of a girl without, you know, without any repercussions, because he wouldn't have had those, you know, memories, that PTSD to keep him away from her. Like, me sleeping with her has kept him away from her. He's told me this himself. He's been struggling with, you know, should I give her another chance? Should I not? But then what always goes back in his head is, I heard everything. You're you went in her raw. You conquered this woman that was supposed to be mine. She's disgusting. She did the most, worst thing you can do in a relationship. And that's the one thing keeping him away from her. And that's why I just want to tell you that if you really care about your friend and your friend is a real one as well, he will realize that you sleeping with her was the best thing he could have done, because there's no going back after that. There is going back if I wouldn't have slept with her, but I knew she wanted to fuck, and I just told him. He could have made every excuse in his head, but there is no excuse to penetration. She wanted it. He heard everything. And, now he can avoid a toxic, terrible relationship where you cheat once, you cheat again. He can avoid that. He can focus on his life. He's told me that after the trip, he's been doing so much better. He's been focused on the gym. He's been focused on his life, his career. Whereas before he was focused on girls and her and talking to her all day. But now he realizes, who she is and who a lot of women are. And it's helped him focus on himself, which is all I want you guys to do. Focus on yourself. You guys are too young to get caught up in a relationship where you have to worry about her first thing in the morning and last thing at night. And yeah, if you guys, if you are a friend and you see a relationship, be the one to sleep with the girl or the guy that wants to cheat, because then he will find out, she will find out, and they can move on with their life, get rid of the whore in the relationship, and focus on themselves. Yeah, I would really be interested if you guys want to leave your comment of what you think about the situation, what you think about her, what you think about what I did. Just leave anything you have questions of, leave it in the comments. And if you are in a similar situation as me where, you might want to date or not, or you don't know if your girl's cheating, just, try and take my words, listen to them, and utilize them in your everyday life when you have to make decisions. Because I'm here to help you guys, and I hope I did help you in today's video. That's all I have for you guys today. Toma Tales, toodaloo.